New state law involving electric bikes.
Electric bikes are getting popular and the number of accidents involving them is going up.
Bike and e-bike regulations could soon be coming to Encinitas.
Right now, the Encinitas City Council is meeting to decide if it will declare a local emergency on.
Should e-bike riders be licensed before being allowed to hit the road?
We want to keep everybody safe, right?
The parents we spoke with say it is high time that more regulations be put in place when it comes to operating an electric bike, especially by young teens. Now, this proposed legislation would also forbid anyone under 12 here in California from operating an e-bike, although some San Diegans think even that age limit should be higher.
Okay, so there is already an age limit for operating e-bikes, type 3 that is. You have to be 16 years or older, and for type 2 and below, no, you don't have to because they go 20 miles an hour. A normal bicycle can go up that fast if you're going downhill, or if it has like a 7-speed shifter, you can reach those speeds.
The city also offers classes for bike and e-bike. There's safety classes. There's actually one coming up on Saturday. We have all those details on our website.
And the reason why you should be concerned about this, even if you don't live in California, is because a lot of what happens here is adopted by other cities, other states. It's going to come to a city near you.
Latoya Blakey understands the attraction of e-bikes. They're a less expensive and more flexible form of transportation. But when it comes to kids riding them,
that kind of gives me a little cause for concern because majority of them don't even have on the proper helmet or, any kind of gear for it.
she is for Assembly Bill 530.
The majority, that's what she said, right? The majority of them don't have safety gear, and there were about 12 kids riding, and every single one of them had a helmet on. So I'm not sure what type of majority she's talking about.
This would include passing an online written test, as well as taking part in an e-bike safety training program through the DMV and CHP.
We want to keep everybody safe, right?
The last time we tried to keep everyone safe, I'm not sure how well that worked out. However, we did lose quite a bit of freedom.
Creased.
I don't think anybody younger than 12, probably even, younger than 15 or 16 should really be riding those e-bikes. It's really dangerous. It's really scary.
Honestly,
is it all that scary for kids to ride an e-bike? Well, I find it a bit more scary that there would be legislation for anything and everything.
I would like to see the age raised to 18. Yeah, I think it'll lead to just safer streets and better practices.
On regular bikes enough, it's so dangerous, and kids and adults are getting killed all the time.
In fact, the National Transportation Safety Board found that between 2017 and 2021, there were 53 deaths from e-bike accidents across the U.S. Last month, a 15-year-old boy was killed on an e-bike in Encinitas. And last year in Carlsbad, a mother died while riding an e-bike with her daughter in a safety seat.
That is probably what triggered all of this. The thought is that there's more e-bike deaths, right? So compared to what? We have to put this into context, and I did some research. Here are traffic deaths by motor vehicle from 2017 to 2021. That's the range they suggested, right? 37, 36, 36, 38, 42. That's about 180,000, give or take. 180,000 deaths in context, okay? That's from people driving, bicycles and pedestrians. Because people from walking, they also get killed as well. 6,000 pedestrian deaths, 850 bicycle deaths. And this is on a yearly rate, okay? So compare that to around 10 e-bike deaths per year. I'm just saying that in context of these staggering numbers, e-bike deaths are quite small.
It's eco-friendly and it gets the kids out nowadays. He's on his devices too much.
For Mom Trinity Vo, e-bikes are a great...
Amen. And especially after the 2 years, 3 years of, stay at home and stay away from others. It's a good thing that kids are outside and socializing, and less TikTok, less Instagram, and less Discord.
How often do you ride your bike?
Pretty much every day.
Encinitas is packed pedaling their way through town.
All over town, I just think it's really healthy for you to ride your bike.
Encinitas wants to up the padding on protecting bicyclists.
You know, with the growth in e-bike popularity with young people, we're looking for ways to try and address some of the more dangerous operating conditions that we see.
Well, in my opinion, to create a more safer environment, why don't you create bike lanes that are solid so cars don't cross into bike lanes and bikes don't cross into cars?
I'd love to have more driving safety lanes with those orange cones up where these cars are getting pretty fast. They're driving by.
Having a place, having a designated area where you can safely ride is a lot better than...
Local Assembly member Tasha Berner is now pushing for new legislation that would require a license for e-bike riders 12 and over and ban e-bikes for those under 12.
I really hope that it does keep kids safe, but at the same time I feel like having a license for an e-bike is a little kill because a lot of kids honestly won't be able to take that class.
Well, e-bike licenses, well, that is going to be a big rabbit hole because if you're going to have to get a license, there might be registration. After registration, there might be insurance. I mean, the large appeal of having an e-bike is that you're very minimalistic in terms of your footprint. You're minimalistic in terms of your physical presence, and it's like a bicycle, all right? Having a license, having insurance, having registration, that would be like a large rabbit hole, but I wouldn't preclude that from happening because, you know, these things do get carried away. Once you give an inch, they take a mile.
It would not be voted on by the Assembly and the State Senate until next year, meaning if passed, it would most likely not take effect until 2025.
Okay, so at the beginning of the video, this was presented as an emergency. At the same time, it's now presented that it's going to be voted on 2024. That's a year from now, and then taken into effect 2025. So is it an emergency or not?
A lot of this is, I think, common sense. Slowing down a little bit, communicating, making sure everybody is safer on the road.
Burroughs also works with cities to become more bike-friendly. This Wednesday, the Encinitas City Council will vote to strengthen e-bike rules. If it passes...
Wait, you want to make the city more bike-friendly with more rules? I don't know how that works. I mean, you want less rules, right? If you want it to be more bike-friendly, you need more bike lanes. You need more reinforced bike lanes and bike lanes that are segregated from cars.
Law enforcement would first require a bicycle safety course rather than automatically issuing a citation. Helmets would be better enforced for those under 17, and only one rider would be allowed at a time.
A new ordinance will make it illegal for passengers to ride on handlebars or any part of the bike that's not designed to carry passengers.
Well, a lot of these bikes, they do have a rear seat, and they are designed to carry passengers. All right, that's all I got for you folks today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.